videos about books, hauls, good books I've read that month. Okay, and here we have some random books, some series. This is the Illuminae series, but also I have just books that didn't really fit anywhere else. The Game of Thrones, the first 2 books. Then some random Jane Austen books that were very cheap. The Mistborn series, the Czech editions by Brendan Sanderson. Some children's books, is it middle grade? The Divergent series. I think it's called The Alchemist by Scott. The Outlander series, I've got the first 4 books. And a book by J.K. Rowling there too. Plato's Writing and Dracula. And the C.S. Lewis books about Narnia that I've read as a child. Okay, so this is the actual bookshelf now. Here we have Nevernight by J. Christoph, 1984. The Odin's Child series, the Czech editions that I haven't started yet, but I want to do, and I know that they translated to English now. And here we have the statue of Aphrodite, like a little figurine. I have 2 of these statues. Let me pull it out. So here it says Aphrodite in Greek. I don't know if you can really see it though. Okay, so let's move on. So this is my Brendan Sanderson shelf. It's a Mistborn series, The Way of Kings series, Elantris 2, and the Warbreaker as well. Those are standalones. They're not in like any particular order. I've just randomly organized them based on how I've read them. And here we have a little crystal quartz. I got this quartz like 15 years ago. It's very old. Okay. Actually forgot to film this shelf, so I had to go back and film it again. Here we have the second book in the Poppy War series, The Invisible Life of Eddie LaRue. Some non-fiction books about psychology and cleaning. Books by P.E. Schwab, The Diabolic, and then like more random books. There's like a random book from the selection series here as well. Okay, next shelf. Here we have the Tower of Pisa. That I got from my uncle. I never actually visited Italy. Okay, The Silence of the Girls, Frostbite, just some random books that didn't fit anywhere else. Random geography books too. Just random Czech books too. Book about Slavic gods. There's some political science. It's just random, really random. Okay, then I forgot to include this shelf. So here is the Throne of Glass series and the Red Queen books. They also didn't fit anywhere else. And here we have the statue of Apollo. Here it says Apollon in Greek. This is the statue that you usually see in the background of my videos. And I wanted to get Artemis too, but she was sold out. So I might buy more of these statues. I don't know, I think they're super cool. They're like dark academia vibes, or light academia, I guess. Okay, more books. John Gwynne, The Shadow of Gods. The Burning God, which is the 3rd book in the Poppy War series, After You. fantasy by Homer, and also a Korean cookbook that I bought used. I'll show it to you. It's a Czech edition, by the way, if you're wondering. And I haven't really used it yet because I always miss some ingredients. I need to do better. Okay, so let's move to the first black shelf, I guess. Here I have Circe by Madeline Miller. I love that book. Let me show it to you. It's so pretty. Ariadne, the binding. Some Agatha Christie books. We Hunt the Flame. The Queen's Gambit, from Blood and Shadow. The Rogue Earth. And I don't know how to say this in English, but this book by Robert Jackson Bennett. It's his fantasy series. Okay, then let me show it to you. Then we have the shelf that I call like my pretty English shelf, because I mainly have books in English. They're not all of them. And it's the shelf that you usually see, so I try to like pick the books of the same size. You see like The Eye of the World, 1Q84, The Secret History. Okay, let's move on. Then I have The Ember in the Ashes by Zapata here. The New Bombay, those are Czech editions here mainly. So this is like my Czech hardcover shelf, I guess. Really? Okay. Then more hardcovers. The Carvel series. The Savage Songs by Victoria Schwab. Then just some random books. Oh, the Song of Achilles is here too. Just some random books again. Alright. The Poison Study. And again, more random books. Some astrophysics. I noticed that the genres are pretty scattered across my entire bookshelves. Maybe I should reorganize it, but I still like how it looks, when it's just black and white. I actually have the Czech editions of The Crooked Kingdom 2 and The Six of Crows. The Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss. The Ash Princess series. And then I have the Percy Jackson series too. Okay. Alright. Then we have some random books that didn't really fit anywhere else. There's the Brandon Sanderson's Arcanum Unbounded. And the Octonomy. I've actually made like a whole video about this book because I did some unboxing. The Art of War too. Just random books are here, really. Random genres too. Just some thrillers as well. Okay, here we have the Witcher series. The 8 books. The Czech editions. I actually am on the 3rd book. And I've stopped reading it now because I didn't really like it. But I will go back to it eventually. Also we have some Shakespeare. And then some random books that I got. As a gift, really. The Fallen, I think that's what the series called. Okay. Then we have the Hunger Games small bookshelf. Okay, so let's start with the Barnes and Noble Collectibles, or the Canterbury Classics. Here we have War and Peace by Leo Tolstoy, Gods and Heroes of Ancient Greece by Gustav Schwab. Look how pretty this book is. Gosh, I love it. The Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri. I've only read the abridged version, but never the unabridged version. The Arabian Nights, that were translated by Sir Richard Burton. I haven't read that one yet. Sherlock Holmes as well. This is the Canterbury Classic Edition. Look how pretty it is. The complete novels of Jane Austen, and guys, this book is so heavy. I've ordered it online and I didn't realize how heavy it would be. And poems by Robert Frost. And then the ancient Greek philosophers, again Canterbury Classics. It doesn't contain all of the writings, but a lot of them. And The Little Mermaid and Other Fairy Tales by Hans Christian Andersen. I actually have another book by him that's very similar. Then we have A Random Amethyst and the books by Diana Gabaldon, the Outlander series. Again, the first 4 books, and I bought these first. This is the paperback edition, and I didn't start it in English nor in Czech. Again, more crystals. I got these as a gift when I was, I don't know, 17 maybe. It's been a while. Very pretty. Very pretty. Okay, and here are just some random small books. A lot of classics too. These are some Czech editions of well-known classics. The Picture of Dorian Gray, for example. Then the replica, then a book of the Witcher series that didn't fit on the shelf that I showed you. Come Close, Oops, by Sappho. I've read that one very recently, actually, and I liked it a lot. The Little Book of Otter Philosophy. I did like a full flip through of this book when I've just started my channel, so I have a lot of good memories with that. A Tale of Two Cities by Charles Dickens. I've started it and I didn't finish it because his writing in English is just quite difficult for me to read, since English is my second language. And Tales of Mystery and Terror by Edgar Allan Poe. And I'm pretty sure I've stolen this book from my high school. So shh, don't tell anyone, okay? So here are my Harry Potter shelves with some Funko Pops as well. Let me give you like an overview first. And my Cassandra Clare shelf. And then some random books and my Woodwick candles. And you can see my working out mat there too. Okay, so I just realized that the Goblet of Fire shouldn't be here. I don't know why it's at the top. I need to reorganize this after this video for sure. And then some other books set in the Harry Potter universe, as well as the special editions of the first book, the Slytherin one, the Ravenclaw one as well, History of Magic. Actually, I haven't fully read this book either yet. Let me show it to you. Okay. It looks very pretty though. Okay, this is actually quite difficult to do because I'm using only my hand and it's falling down. Oh, great. Charms. Okay, I also have a little Toby here. The Funko Pop. Look how pretty it is. Okay. And the diadem of Rowena Ravenclaw. Oops. Looks very pretty. And the Niffler Funko Pop. Look how cute it is. Then I have the illustrated editions along with a time turner on the third book. I've read these editions, not the fourth one. I need to read the fourth one. And the book about fantastic beasts as well. And let me show you this. Oops. And it's gone. Okay, well, I won't show it to you then. This is not going well. Okay, let's move on. The City of Bones series, the Mortal Instruments series to be exact, is here, and also the Dark Artifices. I don't have the third book. And I've got this necklace of Isabel from the TV show that is now cancelled already. The Bane Chronicles, I have the English edition. I don't think it came out in Czech ever. And the Shadowhunter Codex too. And I've heard that the Mortal Instruments started off as like a fan fiction. Like Ginny was Clary, Draco was Chase, and Harry was Simon, and she didn't even change the descriptions of the characters. And when I heard it, I was like, I see. Okay, so here we have just the Minalima editions. Oops. Okay, let me fix it. Let's try that out again. Here we have the Minalima edition of The Little Mermaid. Actually, I did a flip through of this book on my Patreon, and I also have the Minalima edition of the first Harry Potter book, and I want to get more. Well, actually, only the second book came out, I think, now. And some books about mythology, economics, the Atlas of Lost Cities, just random books. Okay, let's move on. So this is my series shelf, I guess you could say that. They're just some random series. Let me give you an overview first. They're not color coordinated, I just placed them there randomly. Okay, so let's start. This is the Queen of the Turling series. Actually, I haven't read that one. The Czech books about Finnish mythology retelling. The Marissa Meyer books, Cinder, Scarlet, Winter, The Wrath and the Dawn, Duology, Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children. The three books. I actually didn't even like the first book as much, but I bought all three, so now I have all three. These are random classics editions. Jane Eyre, Northanger Abbey, Frankenstein, I think there's two. The Shadow of the Wind series by Carlos Ruiz Zafón. The Three Body Problem. Sometimes I organize these books just by size because of how they fit on these shelves, so that's why you see the third book at the top. The Bone Season. Oh, is there something wrong here? Okay, let me fix it. Because okay, now it's fixed. Now the books are together. The Bone Season, a Czech fantasy series that I haven't read yet. The Daughter of Smoke and Bone series by Laini Taylor. The Winter Song Duology, the Legend series. Actually, I have read the first book very recently. Across the Universe by Beth Revis series. Passenger Duology by Alexandra Bracken. And The Gods of Jade and Shadow book. Wait, actually, let me show it to you. The Czech edition looks amazing. I love the Czech edition. It has like an original cover. The King of Scars by Lee Bardugo duology, and then just some random random books that didn't really fit anywhere else. Yeah. Okay, so this is the shelf that you usually see in some of my videos. It's the beige, yellow, orange, red shelf. The shelves you will see from now on are color coordinated, or at least I tried to color coordinate them. This is the part that you usually don't see in my videos, the red part. Okay, let's begin. 6 Crimson Cranes. Some historical fiction by Dirk Huseman. I don't think there's like an English translation actually. Some books by Jojo Mo's She Who Became the Sun. Just random Czech books about traveling. The Kill Order by James Dashner. I don't know what it's doing here actually, really. Some political science books. This is like a mess, you know. It's just supposed to look good. The Great Gatsby by Francis Scott Fitzgerald. This is the oldest book that I own, I think. And it is the Don Quixote de la Mancha by Cervantes. And I bought it used. I think it's from like the 19th century. Eleanor and Park by Rainbow Rowell. The Book Thieves as well. The Map of Knowledge that I want to read very soon. Books by Rainbow Rowell. The Priory of the Orange Tree. I want to read that one very soon. Norwegian Wood. A book by John Green, The Abundance of Catherines. Scythe by Neil Shusterman. I actually really loved Scythe, but I didn't finish the series yet. A book by Backyard Batali, Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, and The New Silk Roads, Kim Jong-born, 1982. Then some books about North Korea. Replica, actually have another edition, the English one, we've already seen that one. Crazy Rich Asians. Then like more random books, really. Political science, mainly. Talon, Darker Shade of Magic, a random Spanish book, The Girl Beauty, then a Czech thriller, Dracula is there too, by Bram Stoker. I also have another edition, the English one, you've already seen that one. More Czech books about traveling. Some historical fiction. Just random ones, really. Eldest. This is the second book in the Aragon series. I've read that one as a child. And a collection by Paul Hoffman. And then some random books about Chinese mythology. Czech classics, really, comics, and a book about Formula One. So, it's quite messy, yeah. Okay, let's do some tapping before we move on to the next shelf. We've got 2 more. That's right. Okay, let me give you an overview before we'll move on to the last 2 shelves. Okay, so here we go. These are mainly, the first one is mainly blue and purple, and the second one is mainly brown, gray, and green. And these are probably the ugliest shelves, let's be honest, because there's a lot of books that just didn't fit anywhere else. Okay. I've got some like Celtic fairy tales, a gothic horror, The Mysteries of Udolpho, I think that's what it's called, The Silk Roads, a random Game of Thrones book, as well. I need to read that one too. Some books by Rachel Mead, YA Contemporary, Shatter Me, very popular book series that I didn't start yet. This whole art of not giving a math. Just more random books, really. Oh, Wuthering Heights is here too. The White Book by Hong Kong. Czech by William Ritter. I need to read that one too. It sounds super interesting. Some romance books. Mariana, The Winter Sea. A lot of like random books from my childhood too. Kafka on the Shore by Haruki Murakami. Oh, you can see The Killing Moon by N.K. Jemisin. Game of Thrones, the first book, again in the third edition. The 2 books of the 5th season series. They're kind of scattered. Because they didn't fit on the series shelf anymore. A Czech book, a Dan Brown Origin, the Czech edition, the Red Queen series. I only have the first 2 books. I read the rest as an ebook. Renegades by Marissa Meyer. We Free the Stars. Glass Horde. That's again the second book of the Red Queen. I don't know why I have like multiple editions. It just happened. Okay, this is the last shelf. So we have Little Woman. It's probably the ugliest shelf. Then we have Ilias because it didn't fit anywhere else. What else? Just random book about flowers. The Silk Road. Me Before You by Jojo Moyes. The Rebel of the Sands by Elwyn Hamilton. I actually really enjoyed that series. Okay. Random Game of Thrones book. Skyward by Brandon Sanderson, and I just realized that these are out of order, so I think I'm going to organize them. Okay, The Future is Asian. That's okay, international relations book. Clockwork Princess, random books about history or about pets. The American Gods by Neil Gaiman, the first 5th season book. Human Acts by Hong Kong. My Lady Jane, very popular book. The Alchemist is there too. Before the Coffee Gets Cold by Toshikazu Kawaguchi. I really didn't like that book actually. Then just some random book from the selection series. The Kiss of Deception. And more random books that I got for free at the library sale. Yeah. Hunted. A Monster Calls by Patrick Ness. I really liked that book. I highly recommend it. To Kill a Mockingbird. And then just some more random sci-fi books or middle grade books. Yeah. Let me give you a full overview of these 2 bookshelves. And now let's go back to the pretty shelf because we need to heal our eyes. Alright, so that will be it for today's video. I hope you had enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.